Archaeologists have found a gate that Abraham from the Bible walked through, and the story of how it was discovered will blow your mind. And yes, of course, I've got pictures. Hi, I'm Jeremy. I'm a deep skeptic, also a pastor. This is obviously assuming a actual historical person named Abraham, which is up for debate in the scholarly community. The story that we're talking about comes from Genesis chapter 14. Abraham's nephew, Lot, is living in a place called Sodom. And Sodom is taken over by some local rulers, and they capture Abraham's nephew, Lot. And it says that Abraham gets 318 trained fighting men from his household and begins to pursue these local rulers. And it says that he pursued them all the way to this place, and when they get there, they attack them by night at night and free Lot. But when it says they pursued them, it says they pursued them as far as Dan. And that is this place. This is the Dan Gate, often called the Abraham Gate, because this gate dates from the same time of that story, the same time that Abraham is assumed to have lived. Now, let me tell the way that they discovered this is wild. So there was a major important archaeological find here called the Tel Dan Stele, and we could talk about that some other time. They knew that they were working with the city of Dan, and they also knew about the story, but they couldn't find any occupation from the right time. And then there was a person walking around the site, the sort of surrounding area, who literally tripped over a brick from the 18th century BCE. And then they started excavating and they found this amazing structure that is like beautiful and impressive. And this, if Abraham went through the gate of Dan to do all of this, this is the gate that he walks through. So yeah, a pretty cool find. But this kind of archaeology, I really love it because it helps me remember that these ancient spiritual texts, they aren't just making up random stuff. They're drawing on actual places that people know. When they talked about Dan, they knew where that was. And as foreign as some of these stories may feel, it helps me remember that it's like somebody saying, and then he pursued them as far as Paris, right? Everybody knows what that is. And so these stories were deeply rooted in communal memory and in the sort of real world, which means that when we read them, we should do the same. We should not treat them as this sort of otherworldly thing, but treat them as something that is situated in the real world of our lives, and try to find some way to connect that and to find the life and love that they teach us in our own world.